bottom of the shooting death of Jimmy Atchison. We have been advocating since the day after he was shot, which was January the 23rd. January 22nd, Jimmy Atchison was shot while he was being served a warrant by the Fugitive Task Force. He was unarmed and he was surrendering in a closet in Allen Hills apartment complex, formerly known as Allen Temple. We were contacted by Jimmy Atchison's family and his attorney to advocate on his behalf. And since then, we have been elevating his name for justice. We have come to the point now that we know that there are 3 independent reports that have been done by the FBI, and we want those turned over immediately to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office so that they can determine whether or not there are sufficient charges to move forward against Officer Sun Kim. This family has been resolute in demanding justice. They have marched, they have rallied, they have met with elected officials, and still they have no answers. So today the NAACP is calling on those elected officials, starting with Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, to demand that the federal authorities turn over all information regarding this case to the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. We've met with the FBI and we've been told that a report is forthcoming, but we want to be transparent with the public in demanding that that report be released immediately. So the purpose of tomorrow's rally, again, at 2 p.m., is for the entire public to come forward at the Richard B. Russell Federal Building for a peaceful, nonviolent demonstration that echoes the desire of this family. This case has been hidden since the Super Bowl. It has not received the due attention that it deserves for an unarmed member of Southwest Atlanta to receive justice. So we at the NAACP are making these demands. We want to be clear. That this is time for action. In the African American community, we have looked to the federal government for so many years for civil rights, but it seems as though those are being thwarted in this new era. So as the oldest civil rights organization in the country, we reaffirm our dedication to the community, specifically to the family of Jimmy Atchison, and demanding justice. They have met with the U.S. Attorney, and the U.S. Attorney told the family that they would release this report. That was well over a month and a half ago. We want this report released immediately, and we want it released to the Fulton County District Attorney so that he can determine whether or not charges should be brought. And we cannot allow this case to linger like other cases that have involved the federal task force. We don't want the district attorney to have to sue the Department of Justice simply to make the Department of Justice do what it's supposed to do. So today, we are sending a message, and that message is directly to the U.S. Attorney B.J. Pop. Do what you told the family you were going to do, and release the report so we can get to the bottom of what happened to Jimmy on January the 22nd, 2019. You owe it to his family. You owe it to his friends. You owe it to Atlanta. But more importantly, you owe it to his children. So we want justice for Jimmy. We will be out there. We're asking the entire community to come out at 2 o'clock to stand in peaceful solidarity with this family, demanding justice for Jimmy Atchison, justice for all of the victims of police brutality in this city that have gone unnamed, justice has not prevailed in their case, because this is the city too busy to hate, and now we're going to show that this city truly does care about every life, starting with Jimmy Atchison's case. Now, we are proud to be joined with several other community groups and civil rights groups. The Georgia Alliance for Social Justice has joined on in partnering with this rally, and also the Alliance for Black Lives. And so I'm not sure if Ms. Johnson has a few words, but the Alliance for Black Lives has been at the forefront of movement for the last year, and we think it would only be fitting if there were a few remarks from the Alliance.
Thank you. We want the truth. I am Dr. Therese from the Alliance for Black Lives, and we are standing with the NAACP. We're standing with our justice fighter, Attorney Griggs. We're standing with the Georgia Alliance for Social Justice. We are standing with I'll Fight for My People. We are standing together with the citizens of the United States of America and local Atlantans to say, we want the truth. We want justice. And we understand that the truth will set us free. What we are asking for is simple. Give us the report. We want transparency. It is a simple request because in transparency, we will see and understand the truth, and in the truth, we will get justice. We will get justice for Jimmy. We will get justice for his family. Thank you.
So this is just a part of a larger effort that we, part of our mission about equal justice and transparency. We've had several conversations with our chief, Erica Shields, and talked about these very issues of police, Atlanta police wearing body cameras. And of course she said that they were prohibited if they served on the federal task force. And we said, well, don't let them serve. Let the federal task force handle their business. And we, in our meeting with the FBI director in charge, we mentioned that same thing. Wear body camera. We need to know the truth. The truth is paramount. Denial is the enemy of truth. And so we got to be clear about let's create a society where all people can expect justice in all situations, from law enforcement and from our government. And we'll take any questions that you might have now.
Are you under the impression that the FBI has completed the report and is getting